Good question. That I can't really give you a definite answer, but I would think that I might have been around 10 or 11. Not, I used to go out and try to keep up with my shoes and and boots and just go out and just have fun. But surprisingly, how things went, we as soon as there was an interested group in that small village, and we ended up going into playing on a team where I mentioned we ended up getting a jacket, and then all of a sudden I was playing on a senior team because they didn't have any players, So I went. It was, but of course I was a big kid when I was small too, and that was interesting. I ended up. My brother was a goalie. As a matter of fact, my brother Johnny, he played goal, and we went together, and we were not even scouted to go to Weyburn, Saskatchewan. That would have been in the early. That would have been in the early '60s. That when Weyburn first had their junior hockey team, and my brother was a goalie, and it just seemed to be to me that you played wherever you could just to we already had a goalie, and that was my brother. So I was on wing, and Larry Horning, a fellow from the same village, he was a defenseman. So just wherever we could go, and we didn't really have anything you could consider really organized. It was just we were happy that we had the rinks flooded. I can recall seeing the trucks coming in. There's a fellow who was interested in seeing the kids skate out in the outdoor rink, and we had a little warming hut there, and it was, like when you say organized, it was kind of disorganized, but for the best, for the place in Glenbane, that was really wonderful. The age between 10 and 10 and I would say 14, it was we were playing quite a bit of hockey, like I had mentioned. We'd go up and heck, you'd play with anybody that you could. I ended up playing on a senior team, and say at 13 years old, So whatever team was there, we'd play with, and it was just a pickup teams. Basically, is what it was. Really, very little organization. Just anybody that could play would play, and it was. And if it were not for a few people that were really interested in promoting the kids' youth at that time in sport, we would not have been able to have a pro career for sure. And then fortunately, when I was 14, there was a scout by the name of George Lambert. He was he was scouting for Detroit at that time. And Weyburn, they were coming into the league, into the SJHL, Saskatchewan Junior Hockey League. And they scouted my brother, the goalie. He was a goalie, and they wanted him to come. And there was two tag-alongs there, and that was myself and Joe and Larry Horning. And at any rate, when I was, I stayed and played in Glenbane until when I left home, like I was saying, at 14. I was invited to the camp, and I was called back to participate in the Junior B camp. And I made the team, and that's where I spent 6 years in Weyburn. 2 years at Junior B and 6 years of Junior A, or 4 years of Junior A, for a total of 6 years under the same coach, Jack Shoup. The equipment when I first started, it's hard for me to recall because it was all people give me things to wear. And, sort of, you wore what you could sort of get. And I recall my first pair of skates that I bought. I worked for them for the money to be able to buy the skates, and I believe they're the name of J.C. Hagens, and they were too big. And there's a fellow, actually, Jimmy Skinner, or he was with Detroit Red Wings, and they come down to the training camp. And he said, "What are you doing with those skates? They're so big. You should get skates that would, fit your feet." Well, I thought I was going to grow into them. So, but and then in terms of sticks, and we may do with what like here. In this day and age, the sticks cost quite a bit of money. Well, I was going around trying to repair sticks, but anyway, it was. And during that time, we just made do, and I think that the other teammates shared some of their equipment with me. I'm sure of that, and so it was a community effort to get that everybody was doing their part so that this kid could play and that kid could play, and I'm sure that exists to this day.